Chris here, and I am going to be doing my Queer Lit Readathon TBR. The Queer Lit Readathon is hosted by my friend Adriana over at Perpetual Pages, and also Rogan and Kathy. I'm going to have a link to all the hosts down below. I'm going to explain that empty bookshelf is because I was going to be moving. My boyfriend and I were going to be moving into a bigger apartment, but now we're staying for lots of reasons, and so all my books are in boxes right now. Yeah. Also, everything else is kind of very disorganized in here, but it's also was really cool because I think I'm going to be selling off a lot of books. So there's going to be an unhaul video coming up for because I'm getting rid of a lot of books, and then I'm going to redo my shelf, and I'm really excited for that. So yeah, I will. That's why my shelf is completely empty, and also why I don't have some of my books to actually physically show you. We'll see what I actually do have here. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. I always am excited for any queer-ass readathon. I am mostly read queer literature specifically. I feel like of the 70 something books I've read this year, I want to say like 90 something% of them are queer, and that's just kind of how I read. So I'm super here for this readathon, and I absolutely had to take part at least as much as I can. I do have a full-time job, and we're going to see how much reading I actually get done, but we are going to try. There are challenges for the Queer Lit Readathon, and I'm going to hit some of them. I'm not going to hit that many. But I do have planned that to read some things that are going to hit some of them. One of the things I'm going to be reading is My Brother's Husband by Gengoroh Tagame, and it's volume 2. I've read the first volume. It's an amazing manga. It's a manga that deals with homophobia, grief, family, and all these different issues. It's about a Canadian male who goes to visit the brother and daughter of his late husband, and I just love this. I love that first volume so much, and the second volume was given to me as a gift from one of my friends. So I might use it as like the special square, like gift it from a friend thing for like the free square or something like that. It's also a graphic novel, so it counts for that too. So I'm really excited to read this volume. I got it on my birthday in October, and I just still haven't read it yet. It's also in one of my boxes, aka well, I'm not showing it to you right now, but I love this so much, and I just felt that there's a live action version of it, like a live action drama, and I don't know if it's any good, but I'm like a little intrigued by that. So yeah, definitely gonna read that one. I have the House of Impossible Beauties on audiobook. I will probably be listening to that in the last couple of hours of work every night when I have the opportunity to listen to like something while we're restocking things. And so I'm going to be listening to that. And that is going to probably make me cry. It's about the Harlem Ball scene in the 1980s. It's historical fiction. Anything in the 80s that's queer usually wrecks me. And so I'm going to be crying at work, which will not be the first time that I've cried because of an audiobook at work. Thank you, Burning Maze. And so, yeah, that's kind of the plan for that one. We'll see. If we can actually get through all of it over the course of this readathon, we're going to try to that. Another book that I have out on ebook is Tash Tolstoy. I kind of have a plan for when I'm going to be reading that as well. And I don't know much about Tash Tolstoy, except for I think it's a fan fiction writer who is on the A spectrum, and I think there's a romance or something going on with them and one of their fans of their fan fiction or something like that. I don't know, but I'm really kind of about it. It sounds really interesting. A spec character I'm definitely absolutely here for, and of course, and so yeah, that's going to be on my TBR. I also have the audiobook for Meet Cute out right now. I'm probably like 3 stories in. There's a story by Meredith Rustos called Somewhere That's Green in this collection, which has a trans main character, and it's an FF romance with the trans MC. And I haven't read that one yet, so I might just save the second half of this audiobook, so like the last 4 stories for this readathon. I think I'm gonna do that. I think it sounds really like a great idea, actually, so I think I'm gonna be doing that as well. Goldie Vance Volume 4 is an amazing series. Goldie Vance is about a young detective. She's 16, and she has a girlfriend who's awesome, and I love their relationship. And they're going around solving these mysteries together, essentially. And it starts off with like a mystery at the hotel because that's where Goldie's dad like runs the hotel or something like that. And she solves all these like mysteries. She's kind of like a young up and coming kind of detective. It's very Harriet the Spy, kind of Nancy Drew, but queerer. I don't know. I'm just very about it. And I love this series so much. I'm so happy that I found this one because I think it was from a recommendation of RC here on BookTube. And then I read the first 2 volumes so quickly because it's just so, so good. So volume 4 is out. I requested it from the library. It should be in by the time this readathon happens, and I'm pretty excited to get to it. Group book for this whole readathon is The Girls of Paper and Fire. And I didn't think I was going to be reading this, and I probably still won't be reading it, but I will have it. I put a hold on this book like forever ago, but I was like the last time I checked like a week and a half ago, I was like number 7 in line. But apparently it's ready for me to pick it up at the library now, so I will have the book for this readathon. But I don't think I'm going to have the time to read it in that first week of December. I think I'm probably going to read it in week 2 or 3 of December, so it's going to be after this readathon. But I'm still excited to have it. I might actually end up reading it during the week. Sometimes things shift and I just decide, oh, I want to read this right now, so that might happen. So yeah, that might actually be the case, but we'll see. I will have the book and I'm excited for it. It does sound really interesting. I haven't, from the little bits that I've heard about it, I haven't heard a lot of people talking about it, but until I start seeing it for this readathon, to be honest. Queer superhero, which really should be my free square if I was actually following this bingo board. I'm going to be reading Iceman comics, the 2017 Iceman comics, which was only 11 issues, and then the first 3 issues of the Iceman 2018 comics, which I think has the same writer. I'm excited for this. I've got to the point where it's like I know not to read the comments or read like the reviews of queer comics characters because straight people suck and straight comic fans really, really suck sometimes. And so when this first started coming out, I was seeing a lot of that, and so now it's been long enough that I'm just like, I can dive into this and just enjoy my queer Iceman, you know, and I'm super excited for that. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm definitely going to be reviewing that as well. I always review my queer superhero comic things, so I'll definitely be reviewing that on the channel when I finish those. So I'm definitely going to be reading that during the readathon, just because I'm super excited to delve into that. I don't know much about Iceman. I haven't read many things with Iceman, honestly, and I love this new kind of version of him. I love that we have this new version of Iceman in the current comics, so I'm here for it. The other 2 things I have listed down are books that I already started, and I think I could finish before then because I have a lot of time to read today. White Rabbit by Roehrig, which is a queer young adult mystery kind of thriller thing. Essentially, the main character is, I wouldn't call him closeted, but he was dating a boy who was extremely closeted, his ex. And his ex shows up on his doorstep one day trying to like get him to talk to him about something. He's trying to blow him off. I feel that. Big mood. And then he gets a call from the main character gets a call from his sister that says she needs help. They show up and find her in the woods with her boyfriend's dead body there, and she's covered in his blood, and it looks like she did it, but she claims she didn't do it, and they're trying to help her figure out who did it and keep her out of jail, basically. Yeah, it's crazy mystery thriller, but gay, and I'm here for it. And I really am enjoying it. I feel like it's something that I could just like blaze through before this readathon starts, but if I don't, I will be reading that at the beginning of the readathon. And the other thing is What If It's Us by Becky ALbertalli, and wait, I may have that one. Oh, I have this. Also, I totally had White Rabbit right next to me when I was talking about it. But yeah, I'm about halfway through this, so I might finish it before the readathon. I started this as well, What If It's Us by Becky ALbertalli and Silvera, and I also might finish that before the readathon, but if I don't, I'll be reading that first. Mute Cute, 2 boys, 2 of my favorite authors. 2 boys meet cute and go on a bunch of failed dates, and I'm here for it. If you guys don't know about that one, I haven't finished it yet. I've had the book since it came out, and I just haven't finished it yet. So yeah, those 2 books I might finish before then, and they'd be books number 73 and 74 for my reading goal or something like that. But if not, I will be reading those right at the beginning of the readathon. So yeah, I'm excited to be doing this as always. If you are doing the Queer Lit Readathon, I'd love to see what your TBR is. If you have a link to it, tell me down below. If you have a video, just tell me you have it. I'll go check it out myself. Yeah, super excited for this. Hopefully I can get involved in some of the Twitter stuff. I do have Twitter on my phone, so maybe we'll see. Usually I feel like all the times that there are Twitter things is always when I'm like at work or like busy or getting ready or sleeping, you know. But hopefully I can join in on some of the Twitter like sprints and things or whatever's going on with it on Twitter. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.